guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Ezra. Tonight is the parable of the talents. The master's estate was bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, casting long shadows over the rolling hills and the sprawling vineyards. The air was thick with the scent of ripe grapes and the distant hum of cicadas, the soft, persistent buzz that seemed to underscore the gravity of the moment. The master, a man of stern countenance and wise eyes, stood on the wide stone steps of his villa, surveying his servants with a look of intense expectation. His robe, woven from the finest linen, rustled softly in the gentle evening breeze. He was about to embark on a long journey, and the time had come to entrust his servants with his wealth. "Come forward," he commanded, his voice steady and firm, resonating with the authority of years of leadership. The first servant, a tall, diligent man with calloused hands and a resolute expression, stepped forward. The master handed him 5 heavy bags of gold. The coins were clinking melodiously as they shifted with the thick leather. "Take these," the master said, his eyes piercing and intense, "and put them to work. I expect you to use your skills and wisdom to grow this wealth." The servant nodded solemnly, understanding the weight of the responsibility bestowed upon him. He could feel the cool leather of the bags pressing into his skin, a tangible reminder of the trust his master placed in him. Next, the second servant approached. He was a shorter stature, but his eyes gleamed with intelligence and ambition. The master handed him 2 bags of gold, the coins gleaming in the dying light. "Use these wisely," the master instructed. "Your potential is great, and I expect you to prove your worth." The servant accepted the bags with a firm grip, feeling the smooth surface of the coins through the worn leather, the promise of opportunity and the challenge of expectation weighing equally upon him. Finally, the third servant came forward. He was younger, with a nervous energy that betrayed his uncertainty. The master handed him a single bag of gold. "Take this," the master said, his voice softer yet no less serious. "Even with 1 bag, there is much you can do. Show me your diligence." The young servant nodded, feeling the heft of the bag in his hand, the coins inside cold and heavy, a mix of opportunity and burden. With his instructions given, the master departed, his silhouette fading into the horizon, leaving his servants standing in the growing twilight, each clutching their entrusted wealth. Days turned into weeks, and the first servant set to work immediately. He invested the gold in the master's vineyards, carefully selecting the best vines, ensuring the finest grapes would grow. His efforts bore fruit, and soon the vineyards flourished, doubling the wealth he had been given. The heavy sacks of gold now gleamed with the promise of prosperity and the reward of hard work and wise investment. The second servant, with keen insight, invested in the bustling marketplace. He traded shrewdly, buying and selling with precision, turning his 2 bags into 4. The coins, once a modest sum, now jingled with a new vibrant life, reflecting his cleverness and diligence. But the third servant, paralyzed by fear, took a different path. He dug a deep hole in the cold, hard ground and buried his bag of gold, hiding it away from the world. The soil was rough against his hands as he worked, the darkness of the earth swallowing the treasure, leaving him with a sense of anxious relief and the comforting illusion of safety. After a long time, the master returned. His presence was as commanding as ever, and the air seemed to sit still in anticipation. He called the servants to account for their stewardship. The first servant stepped forward, presenting the master with 10 bags of gold, his heart swelling with pride and fulfillment. "Master," he said, "you entrusted with me with 5, and now I'll give you 10. I've gained 5 more. The master's eyes shone with approval. Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The second servant approached, offering 4 bags of gold. Master, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I've gained 2 more. Again, the master's face lit up with pleasure. Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share in your master's happiness. Finally, the third servant, with downcast eyes and trembling hands, presented his single, dirt-streaked bag of gold. Master, he began hesitantly, I knew you were a hard man, harvesting where you had not sown, and gathering where you had not scattered seed. So I was afraid, and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. The master's expression darkened, and the air seemed to chill. You wicked, lazy servant. You knew that I harvest where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well, then you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers. So when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. He turned to the other servants, his voice carrying the weight of final judgment. Take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever will be given more, they will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even when they have, will be taken from them. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where they will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. The master's words hung heavily in the air as the third servant was led away. The lesson clear and profound. Faithfulness, courage, and wise stewardship bring reward, while fear and inaction lead to loss and regret. So the moral of the story, guys, that's the parable of the talents. Faithfulness, courage, and wise stewardship of the resources and opportunities given to us, rewards and fulfillment. In contrast, fear in action can lead to loss and regret. God expects us to use our talents and resources to their fullest potential. And those who do will be entrusted with even greater responsibilities and blessings. Anyway, that's it. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, like, subscribe, notification, and keep it biblical. Love you guys. God bless. Good night.